We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken near the 13.
We got this. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Got it. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to...
Honestly.
In the backfield.
Good job, Dean. That's right.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And some room to run now. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Rush coming. He's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 38-yard line. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Austin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Yellow!
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker.
Wow.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously, the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now to win the game.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Falcons.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And now it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now Wilson forced out to his left. This is Coleman with the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Coleman. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Now Wilson. It's caught by Davis. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Completes it to Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Wilson on the screen. This is Coleman. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. It's Coleman here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Out of the backfield, it's Austin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Get him, get him. "56, Mike, 56, right there, right there."
On second down now, it's Austin. 20. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Check motion, 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 motion. Kill. And turn it up.
On the carry here, it's Austin. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
You. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, here we go.
On second down, it's Austin, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tavon Austin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions to string them together.
Now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Thomas, the intended target. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get that ball, G. Let's get that ball right here. Check.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tough
Oh my gosh.
Because both sides trying
I
to
had
seize
it.
momentum
Just
to
do that.
begin the
Just do
half.
the MVP.
What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Austin.
Oh, fuck.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. They'll run on first down. It's Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw with...
Please. Wait, what? Wait,
He's going to have to eat
wait,
this one
what?
as down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They go play fake. Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Austin, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing and communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step away.
They'll start out on the ground
Oh,
with Coleman.
come on, bro. How the fuck did you get him engaged in?
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Wilson. And the throw there is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Oh, wait, what?
Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Yep, that's me, boy.
The Buccaneers have it.
That's me. Game over.
Is a missed opportunity.
Game fucking over, boy.
They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective,
fucking hold him!
So important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Bro, you fucking
now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Rip left, rip left. Switch. Motion. Mike's 59. Come on, D. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Austin finding room at the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
Wait, what? That's not
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Motion, I got one. Mike 5'9". Here we go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
In your face.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good. All
right, just check it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's back to throw. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing now is Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.